Hey, it's morning. Do you believe that anything can clear your mind in a way that nothing else could? Nothing else that you put inside your body. Yes, not even medication, not even those that could swear with substances, not even anything at all that you put inside your body. That there is something that can clear your mind and give you that state of mind that you would not have imagined possible without this. So when we were younger, people had a way of saying, I had this aunt that would take snuff, and then when she sneezes, she said, "Oh, that's good, I feel better." And then these days, people take substances, and then when you ask them, they tell you, "Oh, it just makes me feel better." A lot of people could just swear by it that, yeah, if I didn't do this, I would not be functional. If I didn't do this, I would not be productive. If I didn't do this, I would, be in so much agony, distress, pain, that this is what makes me happy. But guess what? It happens that that thing that is supposed to make you happy is right inside of you. It baffles me how our body has been made to always take care of itself. A lot of people that practice functional medicine can attest to this, that many things, someone just left their car door open and it's been drizzling. I mean, the wind, the louvers, whatever they call it, the car window. Okay, back to what we're saying. Hello, Alana Wilkes. Alana, good to have you. Yeah, my day is going well. It's still morning. I want to do this, like I said, I want to clear my mind and then I get down to work. I just realized that when you do this, oh my goodness, your mind is at 360. So how does one clear the mind? I was just saying how our body, how I don't know. What's up? I'm good. Thank you. I am just out and about and I'm talking about, hi, hello. I'm talking about having a clear mind without using any form of substance, without using any form of medication. How our body has the ability to to restore to restore us only if we know how to do it. Yes. So this morning, I'm just talking about having a clear mind without relying on anything that is external. I'm saying that these things are inside our bodies. These things are right inside, only that we need to activate them. We need to make it happen. We need to, resurrect this ability. And it's so amazing how you can feel like after taking an hour walk yesterday, I slept like a baby, having very vivid dreams, like dreams that feel like you're actually inside it, like sleeping so soundly. Oh, I haven't slept like that in months. You sleep, you actually sleep, but you just realize that it wasn't deep, it wasn't restful, it was just shallow, and you thought you actually slept. Wait until you have done a good exercise and you sleep. That's when you realize what you've been missing all along. But right now, this moment, we are talking about having a clear mind. You see, this is morning, yeah? Yes, normally I should just wake up, have a bath, and go put my butt down on a chair. And, I doubt if it was the sleep. Number one, I doubt if it was the food because I just had a smoothie. I had smoothie that I made with banana, some chia seed, flaxseed, um, and some collagen. It was really sweet, but it wasn't about the food. It was actually the exercise. I believe me, it was the exercise because I've been eating this for quite a while. It didn't bring that effect. It was basically the exercise. Okay, where was I? I was talking about how these things are actually within us. It's actually inside of us. All we need to do is to push them out, activate them. And it's amazing that the body has all these abilities, but we haven't been able to explore them. Think about it like you have a phone, a highly sophisticated phone, and then all you do with it is just answer calls, highest to send mails, and that's it. You will practically just be, underutilizing the phone. So the point I'm making here is that the body is a big bunch of resources. It was created whole. It was made as a high spec, a very high spec product. It's such that so many things are inside of it, but we do not know how to harness it. A lot of things we take from outside to modify this body can actually be found in the inside of the body. But the truth is, how many of us know how to make it happen? How many of us are able to, activate it to be at its highest potential? Yes, a lot of times it's logical that the time is not there, the, you know, the logistics, if I may call it that, is not there. But the truth is, if you want to extend your time here, you have to give in time to making yourself feel better. If you want to live longer, that's what I mean. You have to commit time. You don't have to treat it like a second thing. You have to treat it as a primary thing, because if you're down, you can't even function. Seriously, you can't function when you're down. So for you to function optimally, you have to do those things that will keep you on your feet. And believe me, let me call it by name, exercise is one of those things you just have to offer your body to be able to live better. I don't think anybody ever has been able to exhaust the importance of exercise. Nobody has, because you know how research is. People come and study one part and they're gone. When anybody is able to exhaust how positively exercise impacts on us, that will be a great job. Because what you discover with your body when you exercise regularly is nothing short of amazing, nothing short of unbelievable. Believe me, I'm not doing any strenuous exercise. As you can see, I'm just like almost walking at a normal pace in a park. And I tell you, it has helped me tremendously. I was having a very bad week where it gets so bad I would just weep like a child. But tell me, by the time I did 3 days of just an hour of walking around, it's as if I am on an antidepressant. And in fact, there is no amount of antidepressant that can do that kind of job. None. They can't, because this thing is dope. This exercise is dope. So like the topic says, if you want to clear your mind, how do you clear your mind? How do you clear your mind? I'm just laughing at someone with her dog. See there? The dog refused to leave the litter space, and then the woman just walked away, and the dog didn't have a choice than to run to her. I love that. You actually could do that with children sometimes when they are trying to be stubborn. Anyway, back to what we were saying. Exercise is better, bigger, like more than anything you can ever put in your body as an antidepressant or anything to support with your mind, with your state of mind. Now you're gonna have to ask me, how does this happen? What does it do? What is the mechanism? Because yes, a lot of us that believe that we are scientists, when you talk about a process, you have to, yeah, I'm a woman actually. Yes, bro. So right, Leslie. So right. So yes, when you talk about any process in science, they ask you, what is the mechanism? How does it work? Things do not just fall from sky. Yes. And why is it that it's a lot better than the one that is offered to you externally, the one that you just consume, say antidepressants? Yes, because I don't know how nature does it, but somehow nature always comes stronger, better, safer than anything artificial. Everything artificial are actually things that are made to complement or supplement nature, because nature is always the best. That answers why it is better than whatever you put in your body. Now, whatever you put in your body is also something that could get you addictive. It could get to a point that you realize you can't function until you put that thing inside of you. And being that nothing is how can I say, nothing is permanent, or that nothing is assured, you can't always be sure that you will get that particular thing to make you function, especially if you have come to rely on it so much so that you only function when you have it. So if you already relying on it so badly, imagine how you will feel if you can't get it at some point. If some days you can't get it, sometimes it goes out of market, even if they say the factory that produces it folds, how are you going to feel? You're going to crash like to a stage that you will be much worse than when you started it. So this is one reason you must not rely on anything artificial to clear your head. Number two, sometimes you can't afford them. Affordability is an issue. Everybody in this life, I don't know about you, but I know that it's not all the time I have access to all disposable income. Like, I'm not always, rich to meet all my needs. So referring that to whoever it is that is listening, I'm saying, why you may not want to rely on anything that you have to buy and ingest is that there are times when you may not be able to afford it. And what do you do at that point in time? You either bear the pain or bear the emotions. And it's not just the physical pain, you also bear the mental pain, the psychological pain of the fact that you need this and you can't afford to have it. This is just one case. So it is always the best to source as much as possible from inner you, from within you, from in your body. And in the case of the topic of this morning, we are looking at the things that could help you to clear your brain. And believe me, it can be sourced from within your body. The only difference is that instead of costing you money, it can only cost you time. Yeah, exactly. Nothing is free. Instead of costing you money, it can only cost you time. Check me out now. It's 9:19 here. I should be at work, but I've come to realize that if I didn't do this, I did this several days ago, and I realized I worked better doing this. So I realized that if I didn't do this, I was already losing it. I was already forgetting emails. I was already forgetting meetings. I was already, feeling overwhelmed by simple tasks. But believe me, after taking this walk, I will have a shower. And when I sit down on my table, I will be fire. I will be optimally productive. And that's what I'm telling you. That's what I'm talking about. Have you been feeling low lately? Have you been, feeling like you forget stuff? Have you been feeling generally not, as efficient as you believe you can be? I have this solution. And this solution, as much as it is free, it will only cost you your time. And one good thing about it is that you have to listen to your body. It's not like a prescription that must be done at this time or for this length of time, for this type of brand or anything. Like what I'm doing right now is just good old walking. You don't have to have equipment in the gym. You don't have to register in the gym. Actually, for me, gym registration has never worked because it's either it's too early or it is too late or my ankles are sore at the end. Yeah, Leslie, yes. So what I do is that I take it at my own pace. When I start with as little as 15 minutes. I start with as little as 20 minutes. There was a day I said I was going to walk 20 minutes from my house. And then, and then I took the 20 minutes, forgetting that if I walk 20 minutes away from my house, it's going to take me another 20 minutes to get to my house, meaning that I would eventually have walked for 40 minutes. I felt like a fool. Believe me, I felt like a fool. I was like, oh my God, who are you cheating? So I left my house. I took the 20 minutes walk, and going back to my house again was going to take me another 20 minutes. And that made it 40 minutes. And you don't lose nothing. You can only gain something. The only thing you lose is maybe your time. And believe me, that time you are buying, that time you are losing, you're not actually losing it. You are buying yourself more time. It's like using your time now to buy more time in the future. Because there's in nutrition, there's something we call morbidity. When you become morbid, you can no longer go to the places you want to go. And physical activity actually prolongs your time of activity, like reduces your period of morbidity. So what you are doing is using this time to buy yourself more active life. Yeah, that's the right word. You are using that time to buy yourself more active life rather than sitting down one place, and then by the time you are okay, let's put it in the right perspective. If you do not move at all, if you do not exercise, what happens is that, let's say at 50, 60, you start getting morbid. You will no longer be able to move. So if you get that morbid, it means that maybe by 70, you are no longer active, you can no longer move, you can no longer do the things you want to do, just because your joints are aching, they are rusted, they can't even move anymore. But if you use an hour a day or even 30 minutes a day, you don't even have to count it. You can just incorporate it into your daily life. Instead of taking the lift, take the staircase. Instead of stopping at the bus stop right in front of your house, you can stop the one before your house. Incorporate it into your daily life. You are using that time to buy yourself extra years. So in the perspective we are talking, so if you have been spending, like, let's say you are actually allotting it, if you have been allotting like an hour a day into your exercise, it means that instead of being morbid at 70, those your hours will come and accumulate for you, and you can actually be having you can still be moving up until you are 80, 90, 100. You can still continue to be active until those later years. That's the way it works. You are not losing those hours. So practically it is free. It is free. You don't have to buy it. You don't have to rely on your suppliers. You don't have to be rich. You don't have to have money. You don't have to have anything. Just the knowledge and the determination. I would rather go for it. Like I told you, somehow I have felt the impact of not having this. And I would rather have it than not have it with the way I feel right now. I prefer to feel active. I prefer to feel, I prefer to feel my brain working. It's like I've lubricated my brain. It's like I have put some diesel or grease into my brain, and I can think better. I can think clearer. Like I said, I slept like a baby with such vivid dreams. You knew that you were really sleepy. There's this type of sleep you sleep, and when you wake up, you see that like the back of your head is feeling rested. You feel like the back of your eye up until where it joins with your brain is feeling calm. You may not know it until you experience it. All along you think you're actually sleeping, but by the time you experience this good sleep, you realize that you haven't been sleeping well. That's the time you realize that you haven't actually been sleeping well, until you realize that's a big case of you don't know what you're missing. So I will urge you, if you haven't done exercise in a while, please, it's time to stand up and do this. It pays more than you can imagine. If you haven't done it in a while, this thing is just making me think about why a lot of people having dogs here. Yes, because the dog somehow forces you to go out, and when you go out, it's definitely to walk. So you walk with your dog because you had no choice. Honestly, I still may not be able to own a dog because of the extra demands on feeding them, cleaning them up, But really, as an exercise partner, they are so worth it. They are so worth it that you have to, you have a reason to move out every day. You have a very big reason to, go out, catch the sun. Yeah, I see it's not so sunny today. It's not sunny at all. But yeah, it's still there, as you can see. still there. So the sun was going to be like an additional benefit. Yeah, it gives you the vitamin D. But today I'm taking just the body movement. Body movement is awesome. It's awesome already. Even before you finish, it feels so good. Have you been walking with me? I've not been counting how many times I've gone around this park. All I'm looking at is when it is time for me to leave. And from the look of things, I have just done half of the day. So just be with me. The scenery is lovely. It's a lovely park, very big. Children are not out, of course. Some schools are closed, but most schools are closing tomorrow. So by this time, most children are still sleeping. Yeah. Leslie, are you still there? I hope you are enjoying this scenery. We've talked so much about what exercise does. Oh my goodness. I just remembered I haven't talked about the mechanism. The mechanism that it uses to bring about the brain support. The mechanism is just that it activates hormones. I'm always struggling between hormone and enzymes. Yeah, but it does activate hormones. There are hormones that nature has implanted in us that normally should be helping us to stay motivated, that should be helping us to stay happy, that should be helping us to stay, positive about life. You may ask, does it mean they don't get activated until you exercise? Well, I'm not very sure about that, but what I know is that when you exercise, they come out in their numbers. When you exercise, they are pumped out, come rushing, supporting the mental state, motivating you, keeping you positive about things. You understand? You get what I mean? So the mechanism that exercise uses to keep the body positive, to clear the brain, is that it activates the positivity hormone. What's the positivity hormone? The dopamine. Dopamine is one very powerful hormone that can make a big difference. It can make a difference about how you feel about yourself, which is a younger brother or the elder sister, serotonin. There is dopamine and there is serotonin. These two hormones are very powerful when it comes to our feelings, when it comes to our outlook to life, when it comes to self-worth, positive feeling, how you feel about yourself, how you feel about those around you. Everything you feel about life has to do with your level of this hormone. Yes, it reduces your level of anxiety, it increases your level of positivity, it offers you reason to be alive, it gives you reason to to remain, to persevere. It gives you, it offers you, the state of mind to perceive things differently, to not overdwell on your challenges, but to find, positive things. Think about life as a positive thing. Appreciate your neighbors, appreciate what you have, appreciate where you are. So it does all that and even much more. Because when that happens, there is tendency that you as a person becomes happier. And what's more than being happy? I mean, that's why they say it's the only gift you give yourself. That saying, I would say, is the only gift you give yourself, not just by wishing it, but by activating things that will help you to remain that happy. Yes. And how do you do that? You can actually just start exercising. If you want to feel positive, get down to your tools. Maybe not your tools, but get down to your legs and your hands. Whatever you want to do. But don't think you have to be a gym rat to feel positive. Don't feel you have to have a gym membership of the best gym in the city to feel positive. No. You feel positive just by activating your hormones, and you can do that by just walking. What I'm doing now is the good old walking. The good old walking. Yeah, that's me. That's me. The recording is saying you wouldn't want to record me. It's just my legs. Please come with me. If you're still not sure, please stand up and come with me. I want to see your leg, just like you see mine. You asked me to tie your shoelaces. Somebody say, tie your shoelaces. Huh? Gosh, this is so good. All over the body. I feel it around my waist. I feel it around my tummy. When you swing your waist, everything in between swings. When you swing your waist walking, everything in between swings. And that is so good. It's so good for your body. The lifting, the swinging, the todding, they're all having different functions that they do to your body. Whew. Today is seeming longer. Just 40 minutes and I feel almost exhausted. Maybe not exhausted, but wanting to go home. I'm supposed to do this for 60 minutes at least. If you're here, please click the like button if you like it. Keep me motivated and keep yourself inspired. Like the video to keep me motivated and keep yourself inspired. Welcome here. This is a park, taking a morning walk. We're saying this is the best way to clear your brain. Yeah, pick your shoes. I'm sorry, it's a lot of, let me tell you, a lot of times I go searching for easy ways to, be healthy and probably lose some weight. But each time they say, do your exercises, I'm like, oh my goodness, I want something easier. So I can imagine how you feel right now if you come here and then this woman is just yapping about exercise. You'll be like, we want something easier, something that will allow me to eat all I want, sleep all I want, not come out, but still get my head cleared. That's not how it works. How it works is that when you stand up and move, you are clearing stuff. By the time your body pumps, by the time your heart pumps from movement, it pumps clean blood full of oxygen. It pumps it all over your body, and your body gets, all fresh, clean, oxygenated blood. With this, it's like you're washing plates. How would you feel eating with dirty food, clogged plate? So this pumping, this constant, intake of more oxygen, constant breathing, constant circulation, it keeps things rolling, it keeps things clean, it keeps things, good. So there's basically not so many ways around it except to move it. And like we said before, you are buying yourself more time in the future, more active life. I initially thought I initially said you might be losing your time. You might be losing the time you are exercising, but no, you are not losing the time. It's like saving. You are saving the time for future. Guess what? Somebody just came to inspect the ropes that children play with, just to know if they are still strong enough. That's what he's doing this morning. He's just inspecting all the ropes, just to make sure that children are safe when they come, because this is summer. That's so good. I really like that. So a child does not climb on the rope. Oh my goodness, that's someone's duty. He probably comes here every morning to make sure that things are functional. That's him. I'm not supposed to get his face. Yeah, it's permission. But the fact that this is happening is so beautiful, yeah? It's so good. That is safety, quality assurance. Man, I love that. Okay, back to us. Okay, so like what this man is doing now, I'm loving it. How many of us do it to our body? It just occurred to me, like, how often does one just go and say, look, I need to do a checkup. I need to understand if everything is working as they should. A lot of people don't do it. A lot of people do not do that. So this man comes in the morning and he checks all the ropes and all the chains of the swings just to make sure they are good. That when the children comes in the afternoon and the evening, that nobody would have to fall off the rope and break their little beautiful bodies. You know, children are the best things to happen to the world. But yeah, anyway. So, how many of us actually does this? Like check your body every now and then just to make sure that everything is working as they should. I seriously don't know. But if you're here, right here, I really, honestly suggest you learn to do that. Learn to do it. Learn to listen to your own body. Learn to obey it. Don't take work over your body. Don't prioritize anything else over your body. If you feel like resting in, even if you have visitors, I've done it, and that's what I'm telling you. It's not gonna, anybody that loves you is not going to cut their friendship just because you excused yourself to put down your head. I've done it. I mean, look what's happened. I was home. It was on Easter Day. An aunt of mine was in my house. And then they were saying that another aunt was coming to my house with her children. And then just after lunch, because I have been preparing from last night, the previous night. So just after we had lunch, and I'm like, oh, I need to rest. I just need to sleep, take a nap, like 30 minutes. And then she's like, if someone comes to my house, what's going to happen? Somebody is on their way to your house and you're going to sleep. And I'm like, are you like seriously serious right now? Do we even know if that person has left their house? Do we even know how long it's going to take them to get here? But none of that is my concern. The truth is that I need to rest my head. Even if he's arriving right now, even if she's just entering my house right now, and I need to rest my head, I should, in fact, you should be the one to encourage me to go rest my head, not the other way around. And to her biggest surprise, I picked myself up, got into my bedroom, and slept. So I set my alarm for 45 minutes, and I slept very well. And guess what? By the time I came out, they hadn't arrived. And everyone were looking. In that kind of situation, you don't need to say anything. Just come back and sit down like nothing happened. Just get back, sit down and say, oh, hello. What are you guys watching on the telly? Oh, interesting. And then life continues. And that's how it should be. You need to prioritize yourself. I'm not like one of those that say, oh my God, if not for policy, I wouldn't have taken leave the whole year. Are you seriously serious right now? Is it better that maybe in 3 years you have to take a sick leave that will keep you incapacitated for 7 months and then you lose that beautiful job you think you have? Take your leave, do your checkup, prioritize your health. You see, that company, that work you're working, whether it's for someone else or for you, the day you die, they will continue. Hello. Hey. some dog just came to greet me. I love dogs, but somehow I'm always like scared around them. But that's just me. They are lovely creatures. Oh, darling, MVR. MVR. So sorry. I was just. Yes, now. How can I forget MVR? MVR. The thing is, I was just looking at those dogs and talking. I didn't even see you writing. Oh, good to see you again. How come you came this morning? Because yesterday I remember it was evening and it's morning today. I felt so good that I needed to come again. MVR. Oh, you retracted some message. That's okay. Thank you, Ladisi. Maybe you didn't want me to see. I'm so happy to see you, MVR. Are you still there? Say something. You were such a lovely company yesterday. I love that you were there. And now you're here. So good to see you. So good to see you. Hey, MVR. You were there with me yesterday for like an hour. Is it? I was so happy to have you. You know, companies like this keep you motivated. Yeah, it does. Believe me. It's better than just talking to yourself. MVR, can you say something? Am I begging you now? Just say something, bro. Okay, I know you will come back. Yeah. Where were we? We were talking about overworking yourself. Overworking yourself isn't worth it for any reason. It's not worth it because, believe me, the world will continue even when you're gone. The world continues. Life goes on. Yes, life goes on, if you know what I mean. Deliveries will be made. You know, offices will open. Luxuries, trains will go. Flights will continue. Everything will go on as if you never left. So why leave when you shouldn't? Why go when you shouldn't? Huh? It belongs to all of us. And it's a beautiful place if only we see it. Like what I'm saying this morning, clear that head and let those cobwebs off your brain, and then you will see how beautiful it is. By doing this, by exercising, you are activating these hormones that will help you stay positive. And that's what I mean by clearing the cobwebs. By pumping that blood, you are flushing out all those things that are blocking your views, you know, and you feel better, you feel lighter, you feel livelier, and you get to see a lot of ways you can actually enjoy this life. The life, the nature, the everything is for all of us. You are paying your tax, aren't you? So what stops you from enjoying what you're offering? You work so hard, at the end of the month, you pay some tax, and then tomorrow you say you don't want to live again. Who are you leaving all those things for? You've worked for it. Everything you see around is you are a contributor. So why don't stick around? Why not stick around and be a part of the whole scheme? Like if the world was a structure, you are one component that is stuck somewhere that completes that structure. Who do you leave your own functions to? How do you explain that after I have done everything I've done, I just take a walk? Don't take a walk. And do you know how you ensure that you do it for a long time to come? Move your butts. get to your feet. Take a walk. Literally taking a walk has actually saved a lot of lives. Literally. This one is the practical taking a walk. But sometimes taking a walk from home when things are heated could have saved a lot of things. So it still boils down to take a walk. If your head is full, take a walk. If you don't feel comfortable with a situation, take a walk. Take either the real walk or the literal walk. But taking a walk is a lifesaver, man. Is a lifesaver. No matter how you look at it. If it's not working well, if it's eating up into your mental health, take a walk. If you're not feeling well, not feeling well to the extent of being in hospital, but if you are mentally not feeling in a good space in your mind, learn to take walks. Take a walk, as in physically take a walk, and also take a walk from those things that you know are actually eating you up. There are so many ways to take a walk, and believe me, they are very good ways to clear your brain and live again. There are lots of people who are living, but they are not alive. You want to be alive and living. You don't want to be living, but not alive. So learn to take a walk. Learn to take a walk, either taking a walk physically or taking a walk literally. They are both good ways to save yourself some stress. They are both good ways to save yourself some unnecessary, activities and encounters, either by illnesses or unwanted individuals. But take a walk. MVR, you don't want to say anything anymore. I just want to hear from you. I'm sorry I didn't see you early. I was running away from them dogs. But yeah, if you're here, we have learned a lot of things. We have looked at how exercise is not necessarily about going to gym. We have looked at how necessarily you do not have to have equipment and sophisticated things to harness all the benefits of exercise, and you can do the good old walking. There you go. Walk it. One leg after another. Put it, one before and after. And you're on it. We have learned how exercise can save you. You may think you're losing time, but how you are actually using that time to buy yourself time in the future. Time of activity, meaning that if you do not exercise today, by the time you grow older, before you actually die, you could get morbid. You could get to a state that you can't move around. If there's a birthday, if there's nobody to push you, you won't go. If there are activities, if you don't have someone to push, you will not go. And you will sit down wallowing in grief and pain. But if you spend each day, you spend 20, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 1 hour, and do exercise, you are saving that time for you to be able to move more at old age. So it is those time you spend today doing your exercise, you are accumulating your level of activity when you grow older. Those are the things we have learned today. And then we have also looked at the mechanism. How does exercise make you feel positive? How does it do it? Does it just envelope you or something? We talked about how it helps to activate certain hormones that would, boost your your positivity, your you know your desire to live, your resilience, that will boost your outlook to life, how you perceive things will be more positive. Those are the things that's how exercise helps you. Exercise activates your positivity enzyme, hormone, which we identified as serotonin and dopamine. So by doing that, it keeps you positive, keeps you motivated. Yeah. Perceiving a very sweet perfume. MVR, if you remember yesterday, we talked about combining exercise with something, and which is intermittent fasting. Yeah, those are the things we learned yesterday. Yesterday we said you can combine exercise with intermittent fasting, which is also good for brain activity. My work is calling me. Okay. So now I'll be heading home. Whoa, this is 10 o'clock. I left home when it was 9 o'clock. Exactly at 10 o'clock, my boss sent me a message. Let me see what he has to say. But like I said, you have to prioritize your health. Okay. I'm heading home. Tell everyone I'm heading home. MVR, I hope you're okay. Just know that I'm saying hello. Heading home. I'm heading home. Tell everyone I'm heading home. Jeez. It was a tough morning. I've done an hour already and my legs are aching. These flowers are beautiful, aren't they? Oh, I love it. Love it. Hoping myself be awake. Hoping. Be awake. Awake. Thank you for dropping by. We're done with the walk. It was an hour long. Very rejuvenating. Lots of things to learn. About how exercise impacts on our health. Please give us a thumbs up. and keep us motivated to keep yourself inspired. Thank you so much for coming on board. I appreciate it. Already on our way to home. Did you take the walk with me? How did you feel? Fun, right? It was fun. Fun. It's a pity the sun isn't out this morning. Just now it's starting to come out like it had me. Thumbs up. Coming home. Tell the world I'm coming home. I'm coming home. I didn't know that people spoke to their neighbors here. Strange. Because people are always like, face straight face. Don't mind me. I haven't been so lucky with neighbors. Okay. Thank you so very much for walking this walk with me. As I arrive home now, I am going to go off the light. It's been an hour of morning walk. I appreciate your company. Thank you so much. We are home.